The life and sad ending of Bobby Rydell. Bobby Rydell was born Robert Louis Rydell on April 26, 1942, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Rydell was married to his first wife, Camille Quatron Rydell, in 1968 until her death in 2003. He remarried in 2009 to Linda Hoffman. With a career starting in the 1950s Teen Idol to the present where he pays homage to both jazz and the Great American Songbook, Bobby Rydell draws crowds across every age group, nationality, and internationality. Rydell first took the stage as a professional drummer at the age of 9. A polished performer by the age of 19, he was the youngest person ever to headline the famous Copacabana in New York. Bobby's recording career earned him 34 top 40 hits, placing him in the top 5 artists of his era. Bobby's hits included million-selling singles Volare, Wild One, We Got Love, Kissin' Time, Swingin' School, Wildwood Days, and Forget Him, selling a combined total of over 25 million records. His second success, We've Got Love, was his first million-album seller, gaining gold disc status. Wild One, backed with Little by Little Bitty Girl, was a second million-selling single, with his success continuing with Swingin' School, backed with Ding-a-Ling, and the million album-selling Volare later that year. During the 1960s, Rydell had numerous hit records on the Billboard Top 100 chart. His recording career earned him 34 Top 100 hits, placing him in the top 5 artists of his era. They included his most popular Wild One, Volare, Swingin' School, Kissin' Time, Sway, I've Got Bonnie, and the Cha-Cha-Cha. His last major chart success was Forget Him, which reached number 4 on the Hot 100 in January of 1964. The song, written by Tony Hatch, was the 5th and final gold disc winner. He performed at the Copacabana in New York in 1961, where he was the youngest performer to headline at the nightclub. In February of 1961, he appeared at Festival du Rock at the Palais des Sports in Paris, France. In 1963, Bobby starred with Anne Margaret in the iconic movie Bye Bye Birdie. They appeared a few years ago together recently at the Academy Motion Picture Arts of Science premiere of the digital restoration of the same movie. That same year, Rydell starred in an unsold television pilot called Swingin' Together, produced by Desilu Productions, which featured him as a frontman of a 4-piece rock and roll band seeking their big break. He also appeared in The Danny Thomas Show, Jack Benny, Joey Bishop, and The George Burns Show. He was a regular on The Milton Berle Show and was a panelist To Tell the Truth in 1964. In October of 1964, he made a guest appearance on October 6th on the episode Duel on the television series Combat. It was Rydell's first dramatic acting role. He would have one more hit after 1965, a disco re-recording of Sway, which would reach the adult contemporary music chart in 1976. He continued to perform in nightclubs, supper clubs, and Las Vegas venues throughout the 70s and 80s, but his career was hampered by Cameo Parkway catalog owner ABKCO Records' refusal to reissue Rydell's music, so the entire catalog was unavailable until 2005. Bobby Rydell's influence on popular music has been profound. When the producers of Grease wanted to pay tribute to the era in which popular music was set, they named the high school where the most action took place Rydell High in his honor. But to peg the totality of his career as a teen idol would be similar to reading the first sentence of a book trying to guess the ending. Long dedicated to the great standards of Bobby Rydell tours the nation, backed by full orchestras for large venues or a trio of intimate gigs, enthralling audiences with selections from the Great American Songbook such as composers of Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, Richard Rodgers, and more. Rydell has earned a reputation as someone who has a passion for the music that brings it to life, each night on stage. His 2010 re-released album, Bobby Rydell Salutes the Great Ones, Rydell at the Copa, was released in overwhelmingly critical praise for his artistic treatment of the great standards. In 1995, his hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, named a street that he was born on Bobby Rydell Boulevard. The city of Philadelphia sponsored block party followed dedication ceremonies, quite a tribute to the city's favorite native son. Wildwood, New Jersey also had a street named for Bobby in appreciation of his massive hit Wildwood Days. On July 9, 2012, Bobby underwent a double organ transplant. He received 75% of a liver and one kidney. His life was about to end when a generous family of a dying child saved 8 lives by organ donation. Bobby returned to the stage in Las Vegas in just 6 months, turning a near tragedy into a triumph. He is dedicated to public awareness, spreading the word to the world as he travels about the gift of life throughout one organ donation. Today, Bobby enjoys a career that is full. He has a busy schedule throughout the world as a headline solo act. Australia has welcomed him for 20 tours down under, where he continues to be a favorite performer. Bobby also performs regularly in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. For over 30 years, Bobby has also performed in over 700 shows in the must-see production of The Golden Boys. This is a happy, fun-filled look back at a simpler time in music history with his childhood pals Frankie Avalon and Fabian. As a reviewer of a recent performance simply stated, Bobby Rydell is a true American music treasure. In January of 2013, 6 months after a double transplant surgery, Rydell returned to the stage in Las Vegas for a 3-night engagement to a sold-out audience. He continues to perform internationally and returned on tour to Australia in 2014. That's what really happened to him. We always have a chase time when it looks so brutal in our hearts and so tender. I mean, when you pay attention to the time your things pass are not meaningless. Bobby Rydell, although his health is not as good as before, will always think about what has been done that may have been the best color for him, thanks to his contributions over time. At the end of the wishes, all of you who are watching this video is always healthy to pursue your passion.